get your paper and your pencil ready. Get it ready, because I want you to take some notes. If I don't help you right now, I may help your neighbor, your friend, your cousin, your auntie, or just your loved one. I am here to help you. Have you ever dreamed of getting your dream car? Maybe it was a Chevy Tahoe. Maybe it was a Mercedes Benz. Oh, maybe it was a Silverado electric truck. But it's the car that you want to drive. Have you thought about getting that home you wanted? Whether it's a condo, a townhouse, but it's your dream house. It doesn't have to be a $250,000 house or a $500,000 house, but it's the house of your dreams. But guess what? You couldn't get it because you have bad credit. In my terms, you know what I like to say. I like to say bruised credit. But you could not get what you wanted. But your credit score, or let me just tell you, because you're not thinking about credit score ranges, right? You're thinking about, I want to get that dream car. I want to get that dream house. But I don't know. Regina, you need to tell me 3 ways that how I can get what I want, right? Because you guys know I sell cars, right? Regina, Community Car Loans and Credit. Been in this automobile space for 24 years, but I'm going to share 3 ways with you. Poor credit is when you have a credit score between 300 and 579. That is poor credit. If you have fair credit, you're moving up a little bit because it's fair, and your credit score is between 580 and 669. Now, we're going to go to the part of saying you got good credit. You know, a lot of people get confused when they think about a credit score and they say, you know what, I got good credit, but they don't even know the credit score ranges. But that's why I'm here to tell you. Good credit is when your credit score is between 670 and 739. Now, does your neighbor have good credit? Well, that's why we're going to move on over to very good credit. Now, very good credit is when your credit score is between 740 and 799. It's important that you know this because if you're sitting on that 500 credit score, you know that you have poor credit. And you just know you just need to do some improvement of your score. But after the very good credit, you got the excellent credit, which is the top of the line. That means your credit score is between 800 and 850. If you have excellent credit, guess what? You have made it. Yes, you have. Well, let's get on into the presentation here. Number 1 is get someone to co-sign for you. The reason you're gonna ask for a co-signer, maybe you have bad credit or you have no credit, but you need a little help. You need a boost. And so you're gonna ask for a co-signer. That's one good way to get a car. If you need help, it's asking someone to co-sign for you. That's a good way. When someone tells you no, when you look to go buy that auto loan, turn it to a positive. Say to yourself in your mind, I'm gonna go get me a cosigner. And you go get a cosigner. You know going into the dealership or when you fill that credit application out, you know you don't have any credit, or you know you got bad credit or bruised credit, same thing. So in your mind, make a list of people that might help you out on getting that particular car loan that you want. Now, number 2 is kind of scary, right? And I'm saying scary because, and when you're going to buy a car, the lenders, the finance company knows that someone else is buying a car for you. They frown upon this. They don't like this. We call it a straw purchase. Number 2 is getting someone else to put the car into their name. Now listen, you're nowhere on the loan. You're nowhere on the contract. That's someone that's willing to put the car, the vehicle, in their name without you being on the contract at all. Finance companies call this a straw purchase. Do I suggest this? You can't get a cosigner. You gotta do what you gotta do to get your vehicle. But the finance company, they don't like straw purchases. If they even smell it, or if they even know about it, they're gonna turn that loan down. They don't want you, your cousin, your auntie, your friend, your mother, your father, anybody buying a car for someone else. And number 3 is getting someone that already has a loan in process. They already have a car loan. Assume the loan. You take over the loan. Now you're going to say, Regina, what does this mean? This means that most finance companies, you got to look at the contract. They have it worded where you got to find out, can you take over that loan? Now most finance companies want you to be able to finance that particular vehicle that person is already in, and they want you to be able to get approved for it. Well, maybe it's that car that you want, and maybe that person can't afford the car payment anymore, and they need someone else to take over that loan, or maybe they just ready to get out that particular car loan, and you want that car, and maybe your credit was one way and now it's better. Or it doesn't matter what your credit is when it comes to, you assuming that loan, because who's going to make that decision? The finance company. They're going to make a decision what your credit is. So when I say it doesn't matter what your credit is, don't you assume that you cannot assume that loan and you can't take over that loan. Let the finance company decide whether you can actually take over that loan. That's called assuming the loan. I just gave you 3 ways on how to get a loan with bad credit. And I also gave you how credit scores range from 300 all the way up to 850. That's what I did for you. All right, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel while you're passing on through.